So a lot of people tell us when they come to visit P1, you know, whether it's a customer or a new hire or someone else, they like the culture here. You know, at the end of the day, we're a manufacturing company. We have to work. There's a 4-letter word involved. So, you know, not all of work's going to be great and perfect all the time. But that being said, you know, I think we do have a great culture in this business. And that has nothing to do with, you know, what we dictate or we want the culture to be. It has everything to do with who you work with, right? So I know across the whole business, I go over to GW, there's a core over there. You guys like being with one another as far as I understand and see, no, except for Tom. You know, in general, everyone likes to work together, and the same thing at P1, same thing at Max on Road. And a lot of being happy at work has to do with the people you work with. James, could you ask for a better guy to work with than Freddie Schultz? Right, I mean, and I could ask that question to every single person who they work next to, and I'm sure they would say the same thing. I love the people that it works next to me. So that's part of our culture. So Lorenzo came up with a great idea. You know, our values as a company have shifted and changed a little over the last couple of years because we've grown and expanded. And fundamentally, our values come down to 4 fundamental things. One is diligence, or really working hard. At the end of the day, people always ask me, they said, you know, David, what makes P1 different from other companies that have really young workforce? Okay? Our average age in this company is like 31 or 32 years old. So we have a very young workforce, especially for manufacturing. And I said, you can't really compare us against other companies, whether they're software companies or, you know, computer science companies or IT companies or any other company, insurance companies, because our guys and the people that work here are just hardworking people, right? A lot of you grew up on farms. A lot of you grew up, you know, having to work with your hands, having to make ends meet, pay for your own schooling and everything else. Our number one value as a company is just hard work. At the end of the day, how do you get ahead of your competitors? How do you build a company? You just hustle and work hard. And one of the things that we're not short on is people who like to work hard. And that's universal. Second is integrity, right? Integrity is never perfect, right? But you always aim to be high integrity. I think everyone who comes to work, I define integrity as doing the right thing when no one else is watching. And if you look at the complex products and parts that we make, you can't do anything except have integrity because the parts don't lie, right? A part fits and it works, or it doesn't fit and it doesn't work. So in this business, you have to have a high level of integrity in terms of what we're doing and everything else. Number 3 is humility. And all that means is I always tell people one thing that makes our company stand out from any other manufacturing company I've been associated with is everyone is open and shares their knowledge. I've worked in other manufacturing companies where they hold it close to their chest. This is my knowledge, I'm protecting it, it's job security. In this business, anybody can ask anybody any question, and I think that's universal. And if you have a different story, let me know, because we'll have a conversation with that person, that you can ask anybody anything, and everyone wants to learn and see other people grow in their careers. If that weren't true, we wouldn't have a young workforce. Humility is so rare in this world. To have that as part of our culture, I think, is incredible, and I think it's real. And then the last one is learning, right? Everyone is open to. One thing we always say in this company is we never fire people for making mistakes. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. My mistakes I can delete, all right? Your mistakes you really can't delete. Everyone makes mistakes. We never fire them for making mistakes. We only fire people for a bad attitude related to making the mistake. If people, am I wrong about that, Joel? If people are willing to learn and grow in that area, then they're you know, they can stay here as long as they want. People are going to make mistakes. It is what it is. So with that said, Lorenzo came up with a great idea that those 4 values, that we should start a project and every year and every quarter recognize people who go above and beyond in demonstrating those values. And so we came up with a process that every quarter, every 3 months, we're going to give a group of leaders in the company a couple of tickets for each one of those values, and they can nominate someone. So everyone got a ticket and were nominated for one of those 4 values. Then we did an anonymous peer voting system, and the reason why we want it to be that way is because I don't want us to dictate, oh, this person demonstrates that. I want the people that work alongside of them to say, wow, this person really demonstrates this value. And what we do is we give a $1,000 bonus on a quarterly basis to the individuals that represent those values. Okay, the 4, because the people that get awarded those things. If anyone gets all 4 values in 1 year, then they get a $10,000 bonus. But why is this important? Why is it? And this is our first time doing this. This is why I'm talking about it a lot. Why is this important? Because if we want to keep improving and elevating as a company, our culture has to continue to get better and better and better in everything that we do. So recognizing these 4 people is not about saying they're more important than anyone else. That's not what we're saying today. What it's saying is they've demonstrated these values in an exceptional way, and we want to recognize and celebrate the fact that they won. That this isn't a competition, it's about celebrating our culture and the best that it is, okay? So I'm going to give out the 4 awards. I don't think anyone knows who won these awards. The Learning Award, everyone voted on, and it goes to Jerry Miller. Congratulations, Jerry. Cash out till next Tuesday. No, I'm just kidding. Look, the reason I nominated Jerry is because Jerry, as we all know, is a great machinist. But Jerry put his hand up and said, I want to learn something new in the company. And I think everyone would agree that works with him on a daily basis, that he always has a smile on his face. But Jerry, I would agree, is growing in leaps and bounds, and he's learning. I think you could all agree with that, right?
Yep.
Congratulations, Jerry. Diligence, hard work. This guy is got to be one of the hardest working people I've met in 22 years being out of college, okay? Smile on his face, doesn't care the kind of, what he's doing. He does it with a smile, he does it with hard work. He's one of the most impressive people that I've worked with, and that's David Boyle from GW. Yeah. You can cash yours on Friday. Congratulations. Nice congratulations. This next award goes to humility. And so much so, he'll probably hate me after this for saying this, but he's like a second dad to me, so it is what it is. This guy is so humble that he came to me and said, hey, I'd like to, if I do win, I'd like to split my award and give to the veterans in our community. And I said, well, geez, that's why you won the award. Fred Schultz. But I did you one better, Freddie. I gave you the full award, and I'm making the donation on your behalf personally. So, congratulations. Thank you very much. All right, integrity. Always doing the right thing. This person's been with the company for a long time. I respect the heck out of him. I look up to him. I think everyone in this room would agree with me when we give this award away that we all look up to this person. He could have won on multiple different fronts. Integrity to me is just always doing the right thing, always caring deeply. And again, there's probably 90 people in this room that could win that award any day of the week, okay? But the award this time goes to Jeff Curtis. Nice. Yeah. Hey, everyone, Jeff Curtis.
I'm in my 10th year here. I came from a totally different background. I can't overstate how blessed I am to land here. People I could reiterate what they said all day long. The quality of people and the integrity and the comrade, the culture, man, I'm blessed. So thank you guys. Peace.